Before we hop into this video, I want to say good looks. We're closing in on 100 subs. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Pickle. First off, Pickle is possibly the most OP character of all time. I've never seen anyone challenge the OPness until he storms in. We're talking season 2, Baki the Grappler. You already know what it is. This man Baki has one goal, and that's to beat his dad in a fight. In season 1, we come to see Baki, young, mysterious character, and he's learning about all different types of stuff about himself, about being a youth, but most importantly, the evil that flows through his veins. All right. Baki comes from a bloodline that everyone envies and doesn't know his true potential. Once he slowly taps into it, being the young high schooler, full of ego and testosterone, he really does believe he's invincible. We don't get much of Yujiro, but we know he's the king of kings. When Baki taps into that Hanma blood, we know that it's going to be some fun and very exciting things to come. I mean, let's not get it twisted. That Hanma blood is pure psychotic. And even though young Baki tries to keep it tamed, one way or another, that blood's going to get the best of him.
Get it twisted. Yujiro wants his son to be ready, and he isn't going to make anything easy for him. He makes sure Baki earns his stripes and fights legend after legend. I'm talking 4,000-year-old techniques in Kung Fu. Cassius Clay, yeah, he fought Muhammad Ali. Yeah, he fought Mike Tyson. All right, 500 years of karate, jiu-jitsu, and much, much more. Just like in typical Japanese fashion, they hold a tournament where the baddest men from all over the world come and fight. Inmates, felons, renowned and enriched champions are also invited, but there can only be one. Shit. One of the guys are so strong they swam. That's right, they swam underwater from the United States to Japan. Swam underwater from the United States to Japan to fight in this tournament to be the strongest fighter in the world.
先客はおめえじゃねえよ。ジャックゴウキさんオロチカツミジャックかよ。
レッさんお久しぶり。
とんだ同窓会だぜ。
誰がピクルと。
貴様への思い真に刻め。ここに集いし8名同様、この俺も貴様とやりに来た。地上の動物が最大最強だったあの時代に史上最強を捕食するという興味が尽きぬ。
I mean, y'all see it. My main man Jack and the Blonde spit out the water. They all pulled up on Pickle. They all want the smoke. They all want the action. They want to be the baddest man. All of them. And Pickle sitting over there sleeping. That gives you a glimpse of how OP Pickle is. See, let's not get it twisted. We're talking about Baki Hanma. We're talking about Baki the Grappler. We're talking son of the ogre, alright? Now, let's not get it twisted. My man Baki, he's like a 1967 Chevy Caprice. It takes him a bit to get up and going, but once he's rolling, runs like butter. He's challenged by various opponents, just like you saw. This man Baki is obsessed with beating his dad, that he fights all the masters. And guess what? He masters all of the martial arts. He masters every martial art before he turns 18, all right? His art is progression, all of that. It's crazy in season 1. You need to watch it. You have to tune into that. Long story short, I'll give you the Cliff Notes version. My man Baki meets a girl. And yeah, he gets Shang Tsung. He gets his soul snatched. Crazy, right? Long story short, afterwards, he's sunken up. He's looking like an HIV patient. And then he becomes OP again.
Oh no, that is the anime, all right? So, we storm into season 2 and we learn that there is a fighter of all fighters. A fighter's fighter, some would say, and his name is Pickle. This man Pickle is a demon. This man Pickle is Broly on steroids and completely unhinged. They let the collar completely off with this demon. That's the only way to describe him. First off, he's permafrosted in mid-fight with a T-Rex. That's bro's opening scene, fighting a T-Rex. And he's not the one running. I mean, you see it. Pure evil, pure beast, pure ravenous blood rage. These warriors have an 8th sense about them. 6th sense is way too mainstream, all right? They have something about them that when they sense one of their own, they feel it deep inside of their bones. Well, my long-lost cousin Pickle, defrosted from being stuck for 200 million years, as soon as that man comes up, all the warriors sense it. But Pickle is like no other warrior that's ever existed. You saw it. He is a monster. And I mean that by he's a true warrior. These guys are masters of kung fu, masters of boxing, BJJ, karate. Well, Pickle is none of that. Pickle is a warrior. He had to fight, he had to survive. He was fighting dinosaurs, the apex of all apex predators, and he learned from each one of them. T Rexes, Triceratops, Velociraptors. He fought all of them and many more. He is a beast that is easily able and capable of killing anything that lives in our modern era. Oh, and by the way, he eats everything. This is the only way that he feels he is worthy as a warrior. Once he conquers them in battle, he eats them. He defeats you and he eats you. The ultimate prize in battle. And guess what? That's what Pickle's here for. So all of our kung fu warriors in the modern era, they sense that rage in the air. And these guys are like animals, foaming at the mouth, crazy feral to be the first one to fight this new challenger. Even the great Yujiro, all right? We're talking the ogre has the angst to be the first one to fight this opponent. This man Pickle welcomes all. And amongst all of his opponents, if they lose, yeah, you're getting 8. All right? And that includes my main man Baki. This man Baki is trying to be a changed man. He is trying his best, but the Hanma blood is boiling over day in and day out. Here he is, fighting some of the greatest warriors of all time, and he just wants to chill. But then the big homie Pickle pulls up. He can't contain himself, and he decides to take a little stroll to take a gander in the beast's eyes. Baki hunts him down in the middle of the street during one of Pickle's feeding frenzies, and he approaches him like a human being. Well, little bro, that was the wrong move. All right, let me tell you something. Pickle is not a human. All right, he's a beast. And from his previous bout with Yujiro, he hits him with a little Hanma special. He learned that from the ogre. All right. Speaking of the ogre, listen, we've only seen the ogre and Baki fight once, and no cap, it was trash. After getting handled on such an easily done fashion, he goes home. This man Baki leaves, but he begins to obsess. That Hanma blood flowing through him. The thought of pure animalistic rage and power and primitive nature. He can't get Pickle out of his mind. Being a Hanma, he knows what he has to do, and he hits the lab. He begins training as he always has, alone in pure concentration, pure hyper focus. I'm talking hyperbolic time chamber type shit. He is beyond consumed with the thought of fighting Pickle. He finally loses it. He begins walking on sunshine, pulls up to the arena, stares at Pickle for days. This man Baki is so obsessed he ends up sharing raw T-Rex meat to show his tenacity, his pure engrossment with this new challenge to fight Pickle. He becomes primitive like Pickle. That is Baki Hanma's obsession. That is his grit to show that he is the beast. He is the number one. And he will one day beat him and his dad. That's the trailer right there. That's the intro. But after days of training, after days of staring and sharing meals with the creature, it's finally on. And just wow, these two go after it back and forth like there's no tomorrow. Of course, Baki is faced with the same issue that every warrior before him had. He uses technique, he uses animosity, a flawless performance, but it's nothing. Okay, it's nothing to someone who doesn't know what that is. He doesn't fight like that. Y'all need to know this man Pickle has fangs, he has talons, and he gets completely proned out like a wild animal. Baki, though, being a Hanma, being an innovator, straight Goku, all right? He goes Ultra Instinct and he puts it down. He learns that he needs to adapt to fight Pickle, and he can't fight traditionally. He has to fight like a monster. Yeah, so that's season 2 of Baki. That's the review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. DT the Vlogger Kid. Comment in there. Let me know if y'all seen it. Let me know if y'all like it. Don't forget, hit that like button. Don't forget to comment. Shout out to all y'all. Appreciate it. We closing in on 100. Don't forget to follow me on Threads, IG, all that noise. It's your boy TT the Vlogger Kid. We up out of here. Till next time.